Hello Newcastle Fans TV, we are here to discuss the first part of the preview, which is the game coming up on the weekend, which is against Bristol City. What we're going to do first is we're going to have a look at their last lineup, because obviously they played on Tuesday night against Fulham, so here it is. So they went with Gouffran in goal, then it was Matthews, Flint, Wright, Goulburn, Cotterill, Brownhill, Hegeler, Bryan, Taylor and Jurich up top. So that's their lineup that they played. Probably there's going to be a couple of changes on the weekend, I would have thought, since they're playing midweek football, which is the benefit of an extra 24 hours rest Newcastle will have. Let's have a look at the last six fixtures on screen for you. So obviously they got beat on Fulham at home on Tuesday night, suffered a 2-1 defeat against Leeds. Great draw there against Derby, very entertaining 3-3. Beat Rotherham at home, drew Sheffield Wednesday 2-2, and they got beat off Forest 1-0 away from home. So in the last 6 games, they're not in the greatest run of form. The league table shows that. They've played 6 games, they've only won the 1, drew 2, lost 3. They're sitting down in 21st position, 2 points above the relegation. So it doesn't bode well for them at the minute. They've slowly gone down the league ladder. Because I remember when we were playing them, when we won 1-0, when Diarmi released Gale and Gale fired when we played away from home. They were quite high up in the league. They were hovering around the playoffs position. They've obviously got Little missing. He's going to be out. But the big one is Abraham. He's got 18 goals this season on loan from Chelsea. Very surprised package, I have to say. He looks the part. Out injured. Now, massive benefit for obviously for us as Newcastle fans. Then again, Bristol City might turn around and say, well, it's beneficial that Dwight Gale's out injured as well. So 20 goals Dwight Gale, 18 goals Abraham, both missing. Bit of a shame. But what we're going to watch out for, obviously we'll do the tactic board video tomorrow, but they do create a lot of chances, and what they normally do, they'll shoot on sight, but they'll play directly through the middle, They're great in the air also as well. Now the weakness is, they concede a lot of goals coming in from the flanks, so Newcastle could use that advantage and try and play a little bit more on the wing. I think Gouffran was disappointing. I would like to see Atsu start this weekend and see how he gets on at running the players, Also, they concede a lot of goals from distance. I don't know why. Maybe it's the pressing from midfield that aren't getting onto the man. Maybe the likes of Shelvey might fancy a few pop shots here and there as well. And they kind of keep leads, so if Bristol City go in front, expect Newcastle to get a goal back, Okay, right, let's have a look at Newcastle first. We'll have a look at the injury news in just a moment. We're going to have a quick look at some, obviously, Yoann Gouffran talking about this weekend's fixture.
Another home game next up, Bristol City on Saturday. What kind of test are you expecting against them?
As usually, every time is a tough game. And at home, what I said, we have to win.
You won 1-0 at Bristol earlier in the season. It was a tough game, a tight game. Dwight Gale got the goal. Does that show just how close this one could be?
I think they play with big lads on the back, so I think we need to find some space and run behind them and try to score on the first minute.
Suffered bad news, as I mentioned earlier on there. Dwight Gale's going to be out injured. We're expected to roughly be about 4 weeks, 5 weeks at the latest. Rolando Aarons remains sidelined. He's due back in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I believe. Anita is pushing for a recall in the matchday squad. Whether he starts or not, probably not. I wouldn't have thought so. But it's looking at Bristol City 21st in the league, 2 points above relegation. Newcastle have got to win this game. They've got to win this game, because the 3 fixtures that we've coming up, that's the big ones. They're the big 3. No disrespect to City fans, Bristol City fans, but Newcastle need that early goal in the first 20-25 minutes and then just go enjoy themselves. Let's go and play some sexy football, Let us know what you think. Do you think this will be a nitty-gritty? Do you think Newcastle, they deserve us a performance? Let us know. See you later.